So we're going to be covering a DM build when it comes to FC24 clubs, and this is a perfect DM build for level 25. Now, obviously we've got higher skill points or more skill points, you can put them wherever you want, but for the most part this is an extremely solid build and it's going to get you going if you're at level 25 or above. Now, when it comes to player profile, this is extremely important. I do think 6 foot is perfect. Of course you need to pick CDM, and that is because you do get those defensive stats boosted a bit in the midfield. Now, when it comes to weight, this is something you can play around with, but I think 149, 155, almost up to that level is a good amount. You want the kind of mostly lengthy build. You don't want to go fully lengthy, and the reason for that is because that is the kind of heavier style players. It's kind of hard to maneuver in the midfield, and players that are kind of a bit meta are not that heavy in my opinion, so it just kind of depends on preference. But I think that mostly lengthy build is what we're after, and having 149, 155 ish is about that perfect sweet spot in my opinion. Then preferred foot is preference obviously, so you can choose whatever you want there. When it comes to playstyles, there's a couple that are absolutely necessary for this basically CDM, and the reason for that is because if you want to be winning the ball back, then you need these. So first of all is jockey. You need jockey on this. I'd put jockey on pretty much every single player regardless, even if it's a winger, a striker, whatever. It just allows you to be able to have a much better sprint speed when you're pretty much trying to like control yourself. I don't really know how to explain it, but that is the best way to explain this, and it allows you to win the ball back in pretty much any situation. So jockey would pretty much be on any player regardless. And then also intercept. Intercept is one of the best defensive perks in the game, or playstyles, whatever you want to call it. It is the best one at winning the ball back. And if you look at any of the good defenders that you've used within Ultimate Team, for example, then they have this stat, or they have this playstyle essentially. Then when it comes to the other ones, now I think long ball's pretty good, and it's going to allow you to get those long balls off to your teammates if you're trying to get it to the wingers or the striker or whoever it is. You can switch this one out, but I do think incisive pass is important. Now, incisive pass is going to be probably the most important passing perk in the game, and it allows your passes just to be a lot more accurate, so make sure you have that one on. When it comes to long ball, you can swap that out for something like power shot or finesse shot if you are going to be outside the box, but that is preference there. And then the only playstyle plus that kind of makes sense for a DM, now obviously you can use some of the other ones. You can get long ball pass plus if you want, or you can use touch plus, but I do think slide tackle plus is going to make more sense here. Flying through the attributes now, acceleration, you do want to put this on. I wouldn't really put max on sprint speed. It's not really necessary because you will be that lengthy archetype anyway. You can put long shots on if you've got a couple of extra skill points, but you do want to make sure you put some passing on here. So the ones I've put on are these three and these three on this side. Make sure you've got the vision there as well, because otherwise your passes won't make it to where you're looking to go. You do still need a bit of agility, so don't pretty much cheap out on this one. Make sure you do put some on, because you will need the agility and the balance there just to make sure you are able to turn. You don't want to max this out or anything obviously, because then it will hinder your lengthy kind of archetypes, but you do want to have a little bit on there just to make sure you can turn. Defending, I've got the first 6 equipped just to make sure that I'm able to win that ball back, and it does help out a ton. And then you do want to put some physical on there as well, and once you can get some reactions, then you can put that on. It's not absolutely necessary though. I would rather put a bit more stamina, a bit more physical on there. But that is pretty much the DM build. Let me know how you find it, and we will be making more FC24 videos soon. Thank you very much for watching.